The PS4 Slim is real. It's been confirmed. There was a lot of rumors, a lot of pictures flying around and everything, but it is real. And if you haven't seen any of them, then you need to look at some of these pictures. And it is a lot thinner. It's a little bit smaller than the PS4, the original PS4. But Twitter user Shortman82 spotted the PS4 Slim on Gumtree and NeoGAF users. But it is a very matte finish. One thing that I really like is the feet on the bottom. The little plastic feet are the button faces, like the triangle, the circle, the square, and the X. I think that's a really cool nod to what this thing is. Really, really cool looking. It's nothing spectacular. It's not like the Scorpio, which they haven't even showed any of that, but it's a nice way of refreshing, getting rid of the shiny part of it, making it a little bit smaller. And of course, they're making it cheaper to buy because they're making it cheaper to make. They also took out the optical port from that. Sony will be holding an event on the 7th of September in New York, sorry about that, where it will announce the more powerful system, the PS4 Neo and the PS4 Slim. This is from Eurogamer. Eurogamer understands the PS4 Slim will be released shortly after the event later in September. We don't know much about the cost, however, the expectation it will be cheaper than the original PS4. So I think with the Slim being out there, it's saying we're not giving up on the original PS4 with its set of chips and everything. So if you haven't got one and you don't want to drop the ton of cash that the Neo will be, then get the Neo. It'll be cheaper, it'll be newer parts and everything, or you can of course get the regular PS4 that's been out for a while. So it's all up to what you want on that, but I'm really excited about what's happening. The Xbox Slim looks really good. They finally got rid of that ugly power brick. The PS4 Slim, if you're if you use optical sound for everything, then you're kind of out, but you of course could still get a regular PS4. And I'm assuming the Neo will have it, but it's not that big of a deal. Not many people use the optical out for their sound, maybe for a sound bar, but it's not that big of a deal. Moving to Nintendo, though, the Nintendo NX detachable controllers will reportedly feature motion sensing and advanced vibration. Vibration. There we go, guys. According to a report from Let's Play Video Games via Eurogamer, the controllers, which are said to clip on either side of the device, will include motion sensors similar to what is featured in the Wii Remote Plus. Additionally, the controllers are rumored to feature some form of advanced vibration force feedback. This will be kind of like the Vive controller. They said which alters intensity, pulsing patterns, and duration of vibration to mimic the sensation of range of different movement types. Such as hitting a tennis ball would feel different from striking a sword against a shield or something. It would be a different feel. The rumor also claims that Nintendo is planning to phase out the Wii Remote over time with this new detachable controller through players with Wii Remotes will still be able to use the older controllers for select multiplayer games. Just Dance 2017 will reportedly release along the NX on launch day and support the new detachable controllers as well as the Wii Remotes. The NX is expected to launch in March 2017. I'm hoping that the rumors are true, that it's going to be the TV cross portable type thing. I think it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. With the expectation it won't be able to match everything that others can do, but hopefully it will be the thing that we want it to be. Nintendo does a really good job with their portables, and I hope that they build up this as something that can be something we want. Don't give us a gimmick. Don't give us something that we don't want. Give us, good games, give us a good device that's built really well. I know me and Derek went pretty in-depth with this a few weeks ago on the podcast. So if you want to hear more about that, us talking about it, you can find that on our YouTube channel. But interesting that they're trying to get rid of that, and I'm liking that they're putting more into the controllers than just a left, right, up and down, your analog sticks and your A, B, Y, and X. So, giving that little oomph, giving it that something that it's more than just input, that it's giving you the player feedback, that it has that kind of dual shock in there. Now, there has been I've always enjoyed the Attack on Titan series once I gave it a chance. The first 2 episodes creeped me out. I did not want anything to do with it. And then I eventually gave it a chance, not watching those first 2 episodes, and really got into the show and really enjoyed it. And I've got to watch some gameplay from the newest Attack on Titan game, and it looks really good, and it looks fun to play. And I know that it should be out already. The game looks fun. If you're an Attack on Titan fan, go look up some gameplay. The movement as when you're a human, using the steam-powered grappling hooks and everything. I can't remember what the gear is called off the top of my head, but it looks so close to what it is. And the controllers can scare you off just a little bit from what I've read, but once you've played a few, like an hour or so, you really start getting into the controls and you start understanding it. It becomes pretty much second nature. So check it out. If it's a game that you want to play, this is probably the best Attack on Titan that's been out. From what I've read, though, once you finish pretty much what is Season 1, there is an epilogue to it that slows down the game. If it would have been just the stuff from the Season 1, then it would have been much better, but they tried to shoehorn some of the Magna. I cannot speak today. But they shoe in some of that in there, and it kind of drags it down and makes it a little bit less fun. So just look into it and see if it is something that you want to play. And then I got to watch some of the gameplay of the BioShock collection, and oh my, is it gorgeous. Now, BioShock, I never finished the first one because it creeped me out. It was before I got really into horror games, but I tried, and it was always an interesting concept, always really creepy, which is a good thing, and it just had this aesthetic to it that most games don't achieve. They try to be this dystopian thing, but they never really get there. That they're just there, but they are missing that little element that pushes it into make it where it's something that will achieve video game history like BioShock did. Rapture is just one of the greatest settings that has ever been in video games, and we're getting a collection with BioShock 1, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. Infinite has still one of the best stories, I think, connecting with a character and making you really care for that character, and an ending that is still one of the most talked about, one of the most mind-boggling ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So if you're looking forward to that, it's coming out September, and they have really done a number on this in a good way to make it look good and running on the newer systems. And if you haven't played them, then this is the time to check them out. I know I'll be getting it and playing through all of them. I know 2 is not the one that everybody likes, but you get all the DLC, you get all 3 games for a really good price, so there's no reason not to pick these up, to enjoy a game that is revered as something that is the pinnacle of a genre for a while. And of course, BioShock 1 and BioShock Infinite, they're 2 different types of games. One, yes, they're both first-person shooters in a way, but BioShock 1 is more of a horror, suspense, thriller type game with some shooting in it, whereas Infinite is more of a shooter with a tad of the suspense. But still, very good games. I haven't played 2, so I can't tell you anything about that. But from seeing the gameplay, seeing stuff from the game and it running, it looks absolutely gorgeous. So do yourself a favor and check those out and get those, because you're going to have a good time, and for what they're charging for it, it's totally worth it.